Hello and welcome to Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your reader, the Gem Star, and this is the weekly tea. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing. For your own personal private readings with the Gem Star, visit our website at kettlemessagestarot.my.canva.site in the description box below. Now, let's have a sip of the weekly tea together. Welcome once again to Kettle Messages Tarot, live with your oracle and reader, the Gem Star, here to spill the weekly tea for all of the zodiac signs. This week, we're wrapping up Capricorn's birthday season. Happy birthday, Cappies! We hope you had a fabulous birthday season and a happy solar return. Also, we want to wish Aquarius a very happy birthday, Aqua. Welcome to your solar return. Let's give the cards a shuffle and let's spill the weekly tea together. Welcome back, Cappies. How you doing? This is your oracle and reader, the Gem Star, here to spill the weekly tea with you, my little goats. A very happy birthday for my Capricorns out there, my little goats. Happy birthday, Cappies. I hope you had a fabulous birthday season. Let's see what messages we receive this week for Capricorns. Let's see what is going on for Cappies at this time. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay, so Capricorns, this week is very important that you work on making a plan, working on plans, working on your project, getting to the details, putting things in order. This is a great week that if you have been going through some unsettling times, that you plan ahead. Okay, so you make plans to give yourself stability, you give yourself a plan to work out certain situations in your life at this time. Also, for Capricorns this week, someone who has been admiring you in secret or from a distance comes out into the open this week. So they're no longer going to be admiring you from afar. They're actually going to be speaking to you about how they feel and how much they've been admiring you, my little goats. As you wrap up the week and go towards your weekend, we can see that you're the talk of the town again, my little goats. You got tongues a wagging. There are people here that are gossiping all about your secrets. If you have been admiring someone in secret, you have had the hots for someone, you have had your eye on someone, and you've let someone know about this, then they will spill the beans this week and let that person that you're interested know that you're interested in them. So, your secrets that you have entrusted into someone will come out to the light by that person this week. Also, someone who has been admiring you from a distance can finally come out and reveal their feelings to you. And as you begin the week, make a plan on what you want to accomplish throughout this week ahead. So make plans for this week as you will be dealing with some tricky situations this week as some secrets come out from others or your own secrets are exposed this week. Let's continue spilling the tea, my little goats. So we have secret admirers, no longer admiring you in secret. We have some frenemies here exposing some of your secrets this week. And it's important for you to make plans on exactly what you need to do, want to get done and accomplish this week, okay? It's like putting a to-do list together, okay? For some of you, you have to organize what you want to do with the children this week. That's like getting yourselves together for the week ahead, preparing lunch, preparing breakfast, taking out the clothes for the children. If you have appointments to take the children to the doctor, or you have to speak to their teachers this week, is really getting yourselves organized if you have to do things that have to do with the children. Also, if you are starting new projects or you've just begun something, then it's important that you put a plan together. For some of you, you are beginning to make plans for a vacation or to make a move, to relocate, to do some traveling. And that's something that you have to put in order, right? You have to schedule your travel, get your itinerary together, find out where you're going to stay, how much is it going to cost you. So this week, Cappies, is all about making plans, writing everything down, making sure you're putting everything in its order, in its place, so that your week can run smoothly, okay? As smoothly as you can make it. This week also, you may be interested in studying philosophy, spirituality. Maybe you're getting prophetic dreams or having a lot of dreams lately, and you should be writing it down. Also, spending time by the water, by the ocean, rivers, lakes, seas, taking out time to relax, having those nice relaxing aromatherapy baths or your herbal baths, or just having a nice hot bath, relaxing without distractions. It's important also that you stay hydrated, that you drink plenty of water. Make sure the water is clean, fresh, prayed over before you use it. Capricorns, if you're getting a raise, a bonus, an inheritance, some extra money coming your way, this also has tongues wagging, all right? Oh, did you know Capricorn just won the lottery? Capricorn just had an influx of money come in. People are talking about your finances. You also may be discussing having financial discussions with those you live with family, with banks, with bosses. You're moving and shaking this week, making business plans, getting your finances together, especially if you're traveling. That's a discussion you can be having. Some of you are starting new jobs this week, new hobbies this week. Some of you may come out pregnant. That's a source of discussion this week. Also, you making money moves is up for discussion this week. Thinking of traveling abroad is also something that is in the works for you. So you have several things in the works or several things that you want to do and accomplish, but you have to get a plan together so things can run much more smoothly for you throughout the week. Also, you have a secret admirer exposing their feelings to you. This secret admirer can be a foreigner, can come from a distance. You can be dating online, and now we want to meet in person, or this person really exposes their feelings to you and what they've been thinking and feeling lately. Be careful also with excesses this week, Capricorns. Drinking alcohol, drugs, food, whatever excess. Spending money, gambling, all right? Watch out for excess this week. It's important for you guys to cut back excess. It's a week for saving money, investing money, enriching yourselves financially. There's winnings coming your way, material increase, money increase, a chance to earn extra money, get extra hours, land a new job, make money off of a side business or a hobby this week. Also, for those of you that are planning to expand on the family, having children over, having children stay with you, this is also being discussed this week. There's a lot of getting things in order and making plans and cutting back on excess. This week, Capricorns, as you wrap this week up, you are going to be vindicated this week. This is a sweet message coming through for Capricorns. Someone here with their gossip is thinking that they're going to cause major disaster, chaos, or drama in your life. But someone here who is planning to make you a victim of something is going to have a very bad week when they find out that your week is going to go fabulously well. You're going to be victorious in a situation where someone is wanting you to fail or trying to sabotage you or trying to make you look bad in a certain way, fashion, or form. But this is going to be turned around back on them as you become victorious and you are vindicated and proven right after waiting a long time to be proven right. So maybe you already know this person who has been gossiping about you, sabotaging you, trying to take you down. But as they try to take you down, you rise up and they take themselves down this week, Capricorns. So have a great time, a very happy birthday this week as you wrap up your birthday season and you kick in your solar new year. Make those plans at the beginning of the week so that the week can go smoothly for you. Get ready for a secret admirer to expose their love feelings for you this week. And know that whoever has been trying to sabotage you, defame you, trying to bring you down will only be doing themselves a disservice, as you will end up victorious this week and vindicated and proven right, as you are an admirable person. That has been your weekly tea for this week, my little goats. Until we sip tea together again, may you have a fun week and a blessed one. Ciao, my little goats. Welcome back, Aquarius. Aqua. It's another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader, the Gemstar, and this is your weekly tea. We want to thank you for supporting our channel, for hitting that like button, and being part of our sacred space. Also, this week, we are entering Aquarius season. So happy birthday, Aqua. Yes, indeed, we want to wish our Aquarians out there a very, 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 very happy birthday. A fun-filled, love-filled birthday season for Aquarius. Let's spill the tea and let's see what is going on for Aquarius this week ahead. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Aquarius, money, 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 money. Ooh, love and money, love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage. Oh, yes, right? Love and money go together this week, Aquarius, for you. Pay attention to your finances this week, Aquarius. Make sure you're keeping an eye on your budget, on your money, on your finances. Get those finances in order. You're another sign that's being told to be careful how you spend money this week. Invest money. Keeping your eye on your money this week is very important. When it comes to love and romance, there's love, deep affection, and caring this week. You're getting compliments from an admirer. Maybe some of you are dating Capricorn, so check out their readings if you are dealing with Capricorns, because their secret admirer is being exposed as well. There is someone coming out this week telling you how they feel about you, telling you about the love they feel about you. They're affectionate, they care about you, and they're willing to take these connections to the next level, or they want to start dating you, seeing you, going out with you. There's an offer of love being made, of new relationship being started this week, the possibility of building and finding a love this week that you can build on, Aquarius. And also, if you are dating and or you're married and committed, you already have a love partner in your life, watch how you spend money when you go out on dates. Watch how much money you spend on your love partners. Don't overspend on your partners this week. It's important to keep a budget and to keep an eye on money. If you're already married, committed, living together, you may be having financial discussions with your partners this week on how to cut back on bills, how to cut back on expenses, okay? Or getting the bills paid this week. All right, so some of you are waiting for money. You're waiting on a check. You're waiting on a promotion, a bonus, a raise, a payoff. With some of you, stimulus checks. But you're waiting to hear on some money coming through, okay? You're being patient. You're wishing. You're hoping this money opportunity comes your way. Whether it's a check, whether it's a job, whether it's money owed to you, whether it's an opportunity to make more money. You're waiting at the beginning of the week to hear if you're going to start a job, if you're going to receive money owed to you. Because some of you want to pay off debts. Some of you want to use this money to invest and pay off bills. You're receiving that good news, okay? So there's definitely good news coming through in your love lives. And if you're waiting on a message and you're expecting to get a reply, an answer this week about money being owed to you, a check on the way, some payoff, then the news is positive, okay? So if you have concerns and worries about love and money, these areas are going to go very well for you this week. So take a deep breath and breathe a sigh of relief as by the middle of the week, you're starting to get those calls, that check comes through, that date night happens, that person that loves you and admires you finally tells you all about it, and you guys start dating. If you are already committed and living with your love partners, then there's love there. There's a lot of love, caring, affection, and support in your relationships this week. But we're having discussions about money, paying bills, saving money. Definitely love is going to go well this week, Aquarius. You are going to be loved bomb this week. You are going to receive gifts galore. Happy, happy, happy birthday, Aquarius. Because you are receiving many gifts and in many forms. Gifts in the form of money and financial payouts. Gifts as in help and support this week. You are going to be flattered. You are going to be love bombed, complimented this week. You are going to be praised, recognized, given flowers. If you have had a fallout with a friend or a love bug, then you're going to be kissing and making up this week. There's reconciliation being had. There's forgiveness being given and received this week. I am so loving your energy, Aquarius, this week, because at the beginning you're so worried that money is not going to come through, that love is going to get sour, and that things may not work out the way you hope, but it's going to work out even better than you have imagined and better than you have hoped. Love bomb, receiving birthday gifts, receiving payouts and payoffs this week. There's going to be correspondence, messages, letters coming your way, documents coming your way, anything that was stagnant, delayed. There's a lot of movement. Things start moving forward. Maybe that's why this concern at the beginning of the week, because you've been stuck, there's been obstacles, there's been delays, and you're like, maybe things will never happen for Aquarius. But just when you're about to give up, Aquarius, the universe says, no, 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 we love you so much. We're going to be looking out for you. And this week, open your arms up to the universe and get ready. Get ready to receive money, love, and lots of compliments. You're also going to be receiving forgiveness, olive branches, peace offerings, reconciliation. There's going to be a lot of visitors visiting you this week, Aquarius. I'm loving it. And this energy, this great energy that's happening for you, Aqua, can last for the next 3 months. Okay? So you see, better than what you could have imagined. So get ready for those phone calls, those text messages, those DMs. If you've been waiting on legal settlements, on paperwork, on documents, that's coming through. It's looking very good. You're receiving a lot of help and support for this week. And I am totally loving it for you. Yes, this worry and concern has come about, Aquarius, because you have had a lot of loss in the recent past. You may even feel like you have lost part of yourself. But this week, it looks like you're feeling your beautiful Aquarian self again. Your energy, your power is coming back to you. You're looking fabulous, feeling fabulous. You may not be feeling that energy at this moment, where Spirit and the Gem Star is telling you your weekly tea. But by the middle of the week, you're going to be coming back in that comment section and saying, yes, Spirit and Gem Star, it is happening. Stay determined and focused on your goal. Don't give up on yourself. Don't get frustrated. Don't quit. I know it's easier said than done to have patience and to wait. You know, who wants to wait? And who has the patience? But you're being asked, be patient. You've been waiting, but wait just a little longer as things are turning out your way. You have rights too, okay? You have rights. You should be heard. You should be supported. And that is happening for you this week. It's important that you recognize your own rights and stand up for yourself, defend yourself, speak for yourself. Don't, wait around for someone to save the day, because you don't need that, Aquarius. You have the power and the authority to save yourself. Even though you won't be doing it alone this week, because you'll have universal support and help And you're going to receive help and support from those who really care about you and love you, Aqua. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea together again, thank you for supporting the channel, Aqua, and being part of our sacred space. We wish you a very, very happy birthday and a happy solar return. Ciao, Aqua. Pisces, my little fishies. Welcome back, Pisces, to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekly tea with the little fishies. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces, let's see what messages come through from Spirit and the cards. Let's see what is coming through for Pisces this week ahead. Pisces, my little fishies, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What messages we have for the little fishies this week ahead? Wow, this is a week full of love for everyone. Okay, love and romance, celebrations, parties. But will you go? You're not sure. Okay, you're not too sure. Some of you may be dealing with matriarchs this week, moms, aunties, sisters, co-workers. But we see some female energy coming through this week that you may be having discussions with. And there may be a confrontation. So be careful with that, Pisces, this week. You may get in confrontations with some matriarchs, okay? Or people of authority. Anyone at this time that may have authority in your life. Bosses, parents. Also, someone big of physical stature, okay? They can be tall, but this is a big person or someone with a big personality or huge ego that wants to have like words with you. You let us know in the comment section what that's about, Pisces. Someone here feels threatened by you some way, somehow. Maybe you've gone no contact. Maybe you don't want to deal with this person. Or maybe you've put boundaries with this person and they're not appreciating that. They're not liking that. But there seems to be some confrontations and some words being had at the beginning of the week. So be careful with coworkers, bosses, managers this week, parents this week, aunties, in-laws, because it seems like there's people in their feelings and they see you as a threat because you're speaking up for yourself. My, Pisces. Okay? It's somebody wants to tell you what to do with your life, what to do with your finances, how to live your life, or something like that. And you're not having it, Pisces, okay? You know what's best for you. That's what you're telling this person. Or they don't have control over you and your decisions, and they're not liking that. And that's why there's a confrontation or, a war of words. When it comes to romance, love and romance, you're going to be invited to a party, an event, a gathering, a celebration, but you're not sure yet if you can go or not sure if you want to go. You're very indecisive when it comes to a love relationship, a love partner, someone who you're interested in or who's interested in you. You're not sure if you want to go out with them, date them, be in a relationship with them romantically. And this is something to think about this week, as they want an answer whether you're going to spend time with them or not, or if you're going to go with them to this party or not, Pisces. Yes, okay. Whoever you're living with this week, family, partners, even your own children, there can be some yelling going on, some fighting, some confrontation, some ultimatums, but you're coming to a head with someone who you are living with and residing with at this time. If you don't live with someone, then someone visiting your house this week may cause problems. And that's something to keep an eye on, not to get dragged into the drama or the fights or the confrontations. Also, if you're living with someone, maybe you're deciding to leave, relocate, and move. And this is a source of the argument, that they don't want you to leave because they're counting on your money to pay their bills. So you relocating, you leaving, you moving doesn't work out for them, even though it's beneficial to you. Since it doesn't benefit them, they're going to be, in a mood. They're going to be in their feelings. They're going to be upset. They're going to be angry. They're going to attack you. They're going to tell you, what about the money you owe me, Pisces? What about the bills here? And you're like, sorry, find a roommate. Find a way to pay your bills because I'm leaving, I'm moving. Definitely good news. Good news. So, the invitation when it comes to love and romance is good. All right? You're getting texts, you're getting DM, you're getting message, you're getting that love call this week. But it's really up to you. They're really interested in you. The feelings that they're telling you that they're having are real, are true. Them letting you know that they're into you romantically, that they want to spend time with you, that they want you to go to a party with them, an event with them, a celebration with them, is positive. But you're still indecisive about it, whether you go or not. But if you were worried if they were being sincere, yes, they are. They're being sincere. Some of you can be moving out a family home. You can be moving away from mommy and daddy, aunties, uncles, whoever. And they're definitely not happy about this. They're not happy about you growing up and spreading your wings and going on your own and making your own decisions and life choices. There's going to be some words had here, Pisces, so look forward to that. Others of you, you're looking forward to this new beginning. Whether you're relocating, leaving a job, leaving a family home, you're moving, you're starting a new life phase, cycle, stage. This is very, very good for you. It's very positive. And this new beginning is going to work out very well for you. You're taking a chance, a risk. You don't know very well how things will turn out. You're going on faith. You know that deep down inside, there's a knowing that this is something that's right for you, that is good for you, that's beneficial for you. And yes, that's all being confirmed this week. It's a good move that you're making. And so you should go ahead with your plans. But not everybody's going to be happy for you. I mean, not everybody is happy about, your your leveling up. You're starting new jobs, moving to new homes. Some of you are moving because you are pregnant and you need a bigger home and you need to relocate. Yes, this is a week where, yes, confirmation. You have to protect yourself and look out for yourself. If it's necessary, go no contact or keep a distance from certain individuals this week, as you are preferring to do things on your own or to be alone this week because you need it. You're starting a new life cycle. You're starting a new job, or you're getting settled in your new home. And right now you need me time, you need alone time. And people just want to bombard you with their drama, with their problems. They're upset that you're stepping away from them at this time, or you're moving away from them at this time, Pisces. They don't like this. They don't like this. And some of them will even threaten you, telling you that they'll take you to court. That's like if you're living with someone, as it says here at the beginning, that you reside with someone, and a lease or mortgage is a legal binding contract, and they're saying, hey, you owe money, you're going to have to pay this money. If you are breaking a contract, they want you to pay the difference, pay them money, write them a check before you leave. They like, you owe us money and we'll take you to court for it if necessary. So somebody here is willing to get, very nasty, confrontational, defensive, argumentative. When you decide to relocate, move, get out of a contract. So protect yourself and defend yourselves this week. Even get a lawyer if you feel like you need to look out for yourself and defend yourselves legally. It's very important that you look out for yourselves and protect yourselves and keep your distance from someone who is on the attack simply because you're leveling up, because you're making changes, because you're moving on, because you're wanting to do things on your own, because you're wanting to take your life into your own hands and make your own decisions and be a free thinker. That's what's going on this week, Pisces. And it's all because you have some new beginnings happening for you, and you are leveling up, and good news is coming your way. And as good news is coming your way, other people are not happy, supportive, and cheering you on, Pisces. So keep them at arm's length, at a distance, and have your boundaries. That has been your weekly tea until we spill tea together again. May you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Aries, my little rams. Let's see what is going on for Aries this week ahead. This is another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gemstar, here to spill the weekly tea for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Aries, my little rams. Thank you for supporting the channel, for hitting that like button, for helping us grow this channel and helping us with our algorithm. I really, really appreciate it. Let's see what is going on for my little rams this week. Okay, so you have someone at a distance this week. A distant friend is thinking about you, thinking about whether to come to you or invite you to come visit them, or invite you to some event, gathering, party, celebration. There's a wish being granted this week, Aries, for you. There may be a friend who is at a distance thinking about you because they didn't see you at an event that they were expecting to see you at. That's like when somebody invites you to a family gathering and your friend is expecting to see you there, but they don't see you there. And they're wondering, what happened to Aries? Why weren't you there? Why didn't you reply? Why haven't you reached out? There's a friend here that you haven't been speaking to. And it doesn't have to be, negatively. Like, oh, because we had a fight, we're not speaking to this friend. No, you're just busy with your own life and you haven't seen each other in a while. And they're thinking and wondering about you. The energy can go vice versa. Maybe you've been missing a friend you haven't seen in a while and wondering what's been going on with them. That's the energy at the beginning of the week. But as you wrap up the week, Aries, there's a wish being granted. So you guys may be able to contact or finally speak to this friend by the end of the week, towards the weekend. or just something that you have been hoping and wishing for actually manifests, comes to fruition this week. Another sign that's having success in love this week. Okay, for some of you, you may your love interest may be abroad. They may be at a distance, especially if your love interest is in the military or is in the service or is away on business. They're missing you, thinking about you. You will be hearing from them this week, or they will be returning back home this week, and you will be spending time together, spooning each other once again, loving on each other once again. We see that Aries has fidelity in their relationships, loyalty, and love being reciprocated this week. It's a very sentimental week, a very romantic week, being loved up, being all lovey-dovey this week, being happy to be with your loves this week. And so there's endings of sorrow and and problems. If you've been having problems with your partners, if there has been some sadness, some sorrow, some distance, some longing, or just missing your partner because they're at a distance, then we see that you guys will be together again this week and enjoying each other's company, even discussing romantic getaways, taking vacations together, deciding to take a trip with each other, also traveling to each other to see each other, since you haven't been seeing each other or spending time with each other in the recent past. For whatever reason, you are having successful outcomes this week when it comes to love and romance, especially if you guys have been at a distance or you haven't been spending enough time with each other. This week is all about catching up, spending time with each other, being in each other's company, in each other's space. This week also, Aries, we see that you're making long-term plans with your love interests and your partners this week. What we're going to do for the future, right? We're going to travel. We're going to buy a home. We're going to get married. We're going to move in together. Making plans for the future with your love interests. Oh, okay, Aries. So because your partners or you have been traveling, have been spending time away from each other, somebody has been feeling left out. And that's confirmation for the messages that were coming through your weekly tea, that you guys are missing each other and you're feeling nostalgic about each other, missing each other, whether you're missing a friend that you love, your bestie, or your love partners. This is a week where you get together again, you travel to see each other, or you finally discuss making plans to spend time together because you're missing each other. Some of you have been thinking that, your partners or your friends have been being mean because they haven't been spending time with you guys or making the time for the friendship or the relationship. And this is going to be settled this week. You guys will be spending time together again. You will be happy in each other's company once again. But you have been feeling left out and have been feeling like a friend has been mean or a love bug has been, distant. But there's success in love this week. Your friends and your partners are loyal and faithful to you. Sometimes people just get busy with life, or, life takes over and causes distance between people. It's like people have to work extra hours, or people have to travel for work, or people have to take care of certain things in their life, and they're just busy. It's not that they don't want to be with you, it's not that they don't love you, or they don't care about you, or that they're not thinking about you. It's that just life has a way of coming in and throwing a curveball and taking, attention and time away from people that you really want to be with. But there's important matters that need to be settled so you can have the free time to devote to your friendships and your relationships. And that will be happening towards the middle and the ending of the week. That has been your weekly tea. Check out your weekend messages, because that just came out of nowhere. So have a blessed week ahead, my little rams, and until we sip tea together again, ciao. Welcome back, my little bulls. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, to another live Kettle Messages Tarot weekly tea with your oracle and reader, the Gemstar. Here we are to spill the weekly tea together with you again. Thank you for supporting the channel by subscribing, liking, and commenting, being part of our sacred space. We appreciate you. Wow, Taurus, come on. What is going on with the little bulls? Okay, Taurus, let's see. Let's see what your weekly tea... Oh my goodness. Okay, Taurus, you feel like something is definitely unfair, unjust, and you are about to blow your lid, lose your temper, get angry, get upset when something is unfair, out of balance, and not working in your favor. You feel like something is not just and fair at this time. And because of that, you can get very upset, very, very, very angry, and you can cause yourself a lot of problems and maybe even loss. So it's important that you keep your temper in check, that you be careful not to get angry, not to take action when you're upset in your feelings. It's important that you take a step back, take a break, detach, remove yourself from whatever is upsetting you this week, because if you just go with the flow and follow that anger and let people feel your wrath, there may be a big price to pay at the end of the week, okay? So let's get into this tea. Some of you, this can take place at work, where it's unjust how a manager is treating you, a boss is treating you, the company is treating you, a co-worker is treating you. Something is unfair on the work front. You may be upset, you may be angry, but there's ways to go about getting justice and fairness when at work or in a business situation, rather than getting angry or getting confrontational, getting defensive, getting revenge. Be careful with this energy. Control your anger this week, Taurus, or you're gonna be sorry, because you can lose a job, you can lose an opportunity, you can wind up in jail, you can wind up being taken to court. So be careful with your anger this week. It's only going to cause you more problems if you take action on your anger. Yes, something is unfair. Somebody is treating you poorly, badly, unjustly. this week when it comes to business, work, and career. But getting angry, confrontational, defensive, up in somebody's face is not going to work in your favor. So be careful with that. Keep your emotions in check and the situation in balance. Or there's going to be a big price to pay. Somebody can take you to court, or somebody can call the cops, or somebody can fire you. You can be demoted, you can be fired, you can be taken to court if you let your anger get the best of you this week. So be careful with that. See, endings and loss. Confirmation, we're not kidding here. We're not playing with you, Taurus. Okay? You're being forewarned not to let your anger, your wrath, your vengeance get the best of you when you feel people are treating you unfairly this week. Just detach, let things go, and remove yourself from this situation and try to go about it legally and fairly. All right. So you know that you deserve a raise, you deserve a promotion, you are owed money, or you are owed promotion, raise, bonus. You deserve to be leveled up in your place of employment, and you're being passed over, looked over, not appreciated, not being taken care of when it comes to business, work, and career. So rather than get mad, get defensive, get argumentative, step away. As we said, there's a better way to go about this situation. Put your resume out there and look for another job. Just look for another job at this time, Taurus. Because you definitely work hard and you deserve high honors. You deserve a promotion. You deserve a raise. It's just that they're not going to give it to you. They're not wanting to give it to you. They're saying you're not deserving of it. And that's what's making you mad. That they're saying you're not deserving of a raise. You're not deserving of a bonus. You're not deserving of a promotion. When you damn well know you are. And that makes you angry. But instead of getting angry and losing the job or getting, taken to court, it's best to put your resume out there and look for a job and leave. Leave this situation. Others of you, this is a great time to go to school. If you're taking exams, you're passing these exams this week. There's a lot of achievements in school, and there will be success in career when you take another approach or another path. Great happiness awaits you. Right. Get out of a dead-end job. Get out of a job that doesn't appreciate you, that doesn't honor you, and just cut your losses at this time. Maybe instead of getting into arguments and fights, go to the Department of Labor, speak to a lawyer at this time, and go about things that way instead of getting in your boss's face and making a situation worse and losing a job, or them, telling you you're being insubordinate, you're being threatening, and they call the cops on you or they take you to court. You can have great happiness and success, your flowers, being honored and appreciated elsewhere, because where you currently are, they're not giving in simply because they think you're not deserving of it. You don't have the education for it, whatever you're asking for. You don't have the experience, or, they just don't see you for this position or for this raise, for this bonus, whatever you're thinking you're deserving of or you're asking for. So they're not definitely going to give it to you. Go seek it elsewhere, or go ask for an attorney. Go to an attorney and ask for advice in this situation where you are being treated unfairly. Yeah, you see, you're surviving something that's disgusting, that's turning your stomach at this time. Yeah, nobody likes this, right? Nobody likes to know that they're a great employee, but that they're not appreciated. And it makes you sick to your stomach to know how they think about you, how they see you, how they talk about you, and that how they don't want to give you what you are deserving of. So take your talent, skills, abilities, hard work elsewhere where it will be appreciated, and where you will be getting paid your worth. Yes, you need to detach. You need to cut the umbilical cord. You need to become independent. You need to get out of here, okay? Out of wherever you are currently at that is not honoring you, that is not paying your worth. You have good opportunities elsewhere. Look out for your own welfare at this time. Look out for yourselves, because this company that you're working for, or this partner that you're working with in this business, is doing injustice, is corrupt, is not being fair, okay? And is not playing fair either. So it's best to cut your losses, either go get an attorney to go after your business partner or this company you work for, or just cut your losses and be happy at a new job or starting your own businesses. That has been your weekly tea until we sip tea again. My little Rams, may you have a blessed week. My little bulls, I'm sorry, my little bulls, Taurus, my little bulls, you will have great happiness in the future, but first, you will have to cut the umbilical cord. You will have to leave a situation that is unfair at this time, because they're playing very dirty. And it's not worthy of you. Not worthy of you. That has been your weekly tea, little bulls. Until we sip tea again, Taurus, may you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Geminis, my fabulous twins. Welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot, another live weekly tea with your Oracle and Reader, the Gemstar. I'm here to spill the tea with you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for hitting that like button, for commenting, for subscribing, for being part of our sacred space. We thank you so very, very much. We are here giving to you, and we appreciate when you tithe and give back to us. This week, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, Gemini. There's a situation this week that has to be handled with care. Handled with care. It's time to get clear on what you want to do, where you're at, where you want to go, and where you want to be. All right? Things are becoming clearer. You're getting out of a mental fog. You're getting out of confusion, getting out of stagnation, delay. But now it's time to put things into balance, get yourselves into balance, get your life into balance. And it all has to be handled with care. Oh, yes, you will be victorious. Yes, you're going to be victorious this week, my fabulous twins. You're getting out of a mental fog. You're getting out of stagnation, muddledness, confusion. You're getting out of this blah energy, right? Feeling the blahs, feeling stuck, feeling unmotivated, feeling cloudy, not knowing exactly where you're going, what you want to do, and things are becoming clearer. You're putting things into balance, you're cleaning things up, you're straightening things out, and you're putting things in your life back into balance. And that is going to trigger a victory in your life this week. I'm loving this energy you're working with. Coming out of the blahs, coming out of feeling unmotivated, stagnant, lethargic. It's like overnight your battery is getting recharged and you wake up and you start seeing things clearly, like, oh, I gotta take care of this and I gotta take care of that. Oh, I gotta do the laundry, I gotta take care of this, I gotta put this in order, put that in place, get myself gathered up. I'm loving this energy. I'm loving this energy. Loving it for you. There's a lot of change coming your way. A lot of change. This is a week that you're going to be speaking to the higher ups, people of authority. You may be talking to your bosses, your managers, your supervisors this week, getting advice on how to move forward. There are changes happening in the work front that is being discussed. There are changes going on that are being discussed. And because there's so many changes, this is why you get that message at the beginning of the week that there are tricky situations coming up, but that you will be able to handle it as things become clearer, things are being explained, things are being exposed, and you can work with information, right? Because you're Mercury, you're Geminis. You work well once you have all the information, all the details, all the facts. And once everything comes out, things are being explained, meetings you're being had, documents coming through, receipts coming through, things becoming clearer. You're knowing things now because things are getting exposed to you and you're able to work with information and bring balance and order into your life. Because when things are unknown and things are secret, then you don't know how to work with certain energies or in your situation. But things are now being exposed and you're going to have the information, the resources, the receipts, the things, the tools you need to make decisions this week. You see, it's like there was information that was being kept. There was things that were unknown, and so you were stuck on how to move forward. But now information is coming through, and so you can make plans for the future, for your present. You can make plans on how to move forward now that you're going to have the tools, the resources, and the information needed in order to make decisions. So this week, you may be having meetings with doctors, teachers, judges, trainers, taxes, brokers. You're definitely having discussions and making negotiations this week. The pressure is on at the beginning of the week, Geminis. But as you have information and resources at your disposal, you're going to be able to make good decisions for yourselves this week. Also, you need to stay persistent and have patience with yourselves this week. Stay loyal to your goals and yourself this week. Also, make sure to bring stability and balance into your lives and be patient with yourselves. Because as you adjust to these changes, that is what is needed. Patience. Because some of you are changing jobs. Some of you may be moving house. You're definitely progressing and progressing towards victory. People are coming and going in your life this week. You are definitely probably moving into new people's lives and leaving certain people this week. You have to stay flexible. Stay flexible, open to change, open to variety. Be ready for whatever, right? Be ready for whatever, because things are popping off this week. Things are moving forward, taking action. There are decisions being made, negotiations being had, discussions being had, disputes being had. The pressure is on this week, but you're going to be making decisions this week. Other people are going to be making decisions. If other people are making decisions, like companies are making decisions, there's decisions being made at work, at home, then you're going to have to work with those decisions this week, working with how to make your next move. So this week is very important to keep balance. Stay balanced, stay persistent, be patient as things are coming to the light. And as things come to the light, you're able to make a decision on the facts. Yes, there are certain people, Geminis, leaving your life this week, or you are leaving the lives of certain people that have been demanding, okay? They have been demanding, they have been controlling, dominating, aggressive, possessive, wanting obedience, wanting you to fall in line, wanting you to give up control of your decisions and your life to them, wanting you to be part of their clique, part of their code, part of their team, part of their matrix, part of their way of thinking, of believing. And this is a message that's being repeated for Geminis, that you are a free thinker and you are well equipped to make your own decisions. You're not going to, play along just to get along, especially if it's not your cup of tea. You don't want to deal with people who are demanding, who are controlling, who are narcissistic, okay? You are starting to see people, places, and situations as they are this week. And if they're demanding too much of you, if they're demanding obedience and loyalty, and that is not what you want to do or give up your freedoms to or for, then you're cutting away. You're going your own way. You're at a crossroads at this time. You're definitely moving away from certain people and moving towards change and victory. That's why you may be leaving a home. You may be leaving a job. You may be going out of people's life, or people is going out of your life because they can't control you. They can't make you obedient. They can't make you follow their rules and regulations because you're not with their program. You're not with this group's mentality. And so you're breaking free and going your own way. Even though it may be scary because you're going into the forest, you don't know what is going to be out there, but you're willing to take a risk this week, and I'm loving it. You're willing to take a risk and progress and move forward. And this is going to end in victory. That has been your weekly tea, my fabulous twins. Until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao, my fabulous twins. Cancer, my little crabs. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus Cancerians. Welcome back to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot with your Oracle and Reader the Gemstar. Here to spill the weekly tea with you. Let's see what is going on for Cancer. We thank you for joining our sacred space, subscribing to our channel, liking and commenting. Thank you. We appreciate the support. Oh, Cancerians. There has been great personal sorrow, or there's some great personal sorrow this week as some truth is being revealed, but this will eventually cause a healing within you. So, for some Cancerians, I feel that it's necessary to have like a good cry. Okay? If you've been going through tough times, if you've been suffering in silence, if you've been bottling up a lot of things, if you've been holding on to emotions, this is a week of purging for Cancerians. There's a need to let it out. Have a good cry. Go into the middle of a forest and have a good scream. Punch the pillow. Scream into your pillow. Um, Scream in the shower. Sing in the shower. It's necessary for you to find release. Have a good cry. Have a good talk. But there's a need to release a lot that you have been holding on to and have been bottling up. There's a lot of wisdom and learning and lessons that you're going through at this time. It's like going through a growth, um, a deep transformation, a deep knowing going on. You're looking at things at this time, getting advice from wise people, and there's a need to have a release, have a purge, have a cry because you've been going through sorrow, because you have been going through depression, because you have been holding on to a lot. And it's okay. It's okay to have a good cry, have a scream, have a purge, have a talk. Even if it's in private, even if it's between you and spirit, you and your guardian angel, you and your ancestor, there's a need for release because you have grown, you have learned, and there has been much wisdom and growth in your life, even though it has come through hard life lessons. It eventually will lead to happiness and well being. There's some unexpected reward coming your way this week, some sudden financial change, unexpected improvements in your life. And I feel like if you have a purge, if you have a good cry, if you have a good talk with someone, a therapist, a counselor, a wise person, between you and spirit, it doesn't have to involve anyone physically, but it's necessary. A great release happens this week, Cancer, in your life. And that will improve your outlook, your energy, your attitude this week. There's also flowers being bestowed upon you, recognition, appreciation, award, gratification coming your way, some extra pocket money, tips, bonus, pay raise, cash coming your way. And this is going to make you very, very, very happy. Very happy because this money coming your way is going to allow you to purchase a home, purchase a car, make changes that you want to make in your life, make moves that you want to make in your life, travel, relocate. So this money is going to be a blessing. It's extra money coming your way that you can use any way you want. Okay, some of you may be getting legal advice this week or needing legal advice this week. Maybe you need advice from authority this week. Lawyers, bankers. You may need legal advice, financial advice this week. You may be dealing with court situations and court matters and legal matters this week, pressing matters when it comes to legal documents, anything that has to do with legal matters, court hearings, judicial process. important decisions or discoveries being had and made this week, getting yourself out of certain entanglements this week. But balance is going to be restored. Are there going to be losses? Yes. Are there going to be changes? Yes. Will they be beneficial in the end? Yes. It may not seem like that at the time that is happening, right? When you lose a job, you lose a relationship, or something big happens in your life that causes big dramatic change. At the moment that is happening, it looks like a disaster, a catastrophe, chaos, destruction. But sometimes it works out in your favor. It just doesn't seem that way at the time, but it's going to benefit you eventually. So even though things may not be turning out the way you have pictured it or thought it would play out, it's going to work out in your favor anyway. Even though it may seem unfair, even though it may cause personal sorrow. All right, there is someone in your life that may need to be bailed out of jail this week, or you may be visiting someone incarcerated this week. Someone incarcerated may need you this week. Someone landing themselves in jail may need somebody to bail them out. Also, you may be going through something legal at this time and you need help, assistance, advice this week in order to get out of a legal situation. Some of you are getting a divorce, going through a separation, and you need to go to court, or there needs to be discovery, a deposition had, there needs to be a talking to with your attorneys this week as you're going through a divorce. And we're discussing separating the belongings, the property, the money this week. It's very heartbreaking. It's very heartbreaking because when you separate and you break up or you go through a divorce, you want to do it peacefully, on good terms, that things are fair for both parties. But the reason why you're crying or this is very difficult for you at this time is because you can be dealing with a vengeful, ex-husband or ex-wife, someone, who wants to keep the house, the car, the children, everything, who is not going to make it easy. This divorce, they're being greedy. They want everything. They're being territorial. And this is heartbreaking for you, Cancerians. But if you get legal help, legal advice, then things are going to work out well. Things will be divided equally and with fairness. But someone is, going to want it all this week. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see someone you love be this greedy, be this mean, be so territorial and possessive, and not being fair. And that's why you need advice from attorneys. That's why you need to get the law involved. Some of you may want somebody to leave the house, and you may even have to call the cops in order to get them out this week. But if you've gotten yourself into any situation that's heartbreaking this week, you will have the help, the advice, the assistance, and the resources you need to turn things in your favor. But you need to get and seek this help out. That has been your weekly tea. Until we sip tea together again, May you have a blessed week ahead, little crabs. Ciao. Leos, my kings and queens of the jungle. Welcome back to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your oracle and reader, the Gemstar, here to spill this week's tea with you. Let's see what is going on. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. For my lion and lionesses, my kings and queens of the jungle, thank you for joining our sacred space, subscribing, liking, commenting, sharing. We appreciate you so much. We want to hear from you. We want to know if these messages are resonating because, hey, we are doing it for you guys. So we want to make sure that we're reaching you guys. And let us know if you're interested and have questions for your next readings. All right, Leos. All right. A rat is being caught in the trap. I love it. I don't love the fact that you have a rat in the house, Leos. Okay? This may actually be that you need an exterminator to come to the house or to the place of business this week and deal with fumigation, or you will have to literally do some of your own fumigating when you find out that there's rats around you, someone trying to sabotage you, work against you, working behind your back. This week you are going to find out exactly who has been working against you behind your back. These rats are being caught in their own games, in their own lies, in their own traps. If they try to trap you, set a trap for you, sabotage you, get you caught up, then they're being exposed. They're being caught this week. Yes. You have been distracted recently, Leos, and you have gotten off of your path. You have gotten off of your project. You have gotten off of your work. You've been out of balance and off your path recently. Maybe because you've been caught up in some drama. Maybe because other things are distracting you and you are not allowed to fully devote your time and attention to what you really want or really need to be doing. So people here are just distractions, have been holding you back, have been sabotaging you, getting you off your game. But this week, you're getting back on your game. The rats are being exposed. The sabotages are stopping. The delays are being stopped. And you are going to be able to get right back on your path. It's like you've been off your game. You've gotten off of your responsibilities. You have gotten distracted recently. But now that the rat is being removed, those people working against you are being removed, you can get back to what you need to be doing. And you're going to be making plenty of money. You're going to be shopping this week, purchasing, making big purchases this week, making changes to your house, maybe buying a car, going shopping. But this is a week where you're going to have a good time shopping, making changes to yourself, to your home, to your environments this week. You're eating well. You are enjoying the fruits of your labor. You're getting to spend some of that money you worked so hard for on yourself, Leos. And you are getting back to focus, back on track, back on your path, while those distraction, obstacles, saboteurs, backstabbers, frenemies, enemies are being caught, removed, and disposed of. Ooh, loving it. Let's keep spilling the tea, Leo. Keep catching those rats. Oh, yes. Whoever has been trying to steal from you, stealing your ideas, stealing work from you, they are being caught. The thief is being caught and exposed. We're loving it. You see, something that has been stolen from you. Your time has been stolen. Your work may have been stolen. Especially when you work in a place of business and people try to sabotage you, they take your work and shred it, throw it away, move your stuff around, delete your files. Be careful. Make sure that you're powering down the computers at work. All right, that you're not leaving your work exposed or undone, because the saboteurs are out here. They're out here. And they have been causing delays and setbacks recently for you. You're not crazy. You're not bugging out. You know, you did leave that file there. You did finish your work. You did do your work. But there are people who go behind you and get rid of your work or steal your work or edit your work. And they're just sabotaging, causing failure and delays and loss, and making you look irresponsible, incompetent, forgetful. But those people are being caught this week and are being removed and disposed of. And so you can get back on track. You can get back on your work, and you can submit your work, and people can really see what Leo is all about. You know, Leo is not irresponsible. Leo is not incompetent. Leo has been doing their work. Is that other people have been sabotaging them, trying to make them look incompetent, stealing from them, talking negatively about them. People draining of your energy, your time, your resources. During the middle of the week, you're going to have, you know, that time to breathe a sigh of relief, get some downtime, get sleep, get rest. I see also, if you've been feeling sick, if you have fallen with an ailment, I see you recovering from that. There has been some discomfort, some sickening situation going on in your life. You may have even fallen in sick bed, or there has been a lot of blockages, negativity, negative people around you. And this is getting exposed, dealt with, and removed. And so you can get back on track. See, work and occupation. Yes, this is at work. People have been working against you, behind your back, sabotaging you, telling your boss and the supervisors and the managers that you're irresponsible, that, you know, you're a hot mess, that you steal other people's work, that you don't know what you're doing. You can't work on your own because you don't know what you're doing. You incompetent. You irresponsible. You always missing work. You always giving incomplete work. And it's because other people are defaming your character, are working against you, have been sabotaging you. When you go and start your work this week, check your desk, check your computer, check your files, check your records, and come back to the comment section and let us know, yes, Gemstar and Spirit, somebody has been sabotaging my work. Somebody has been throwing viruses into my computer. Somebody has been shredding my work. Somebody has been telling my boss, supervisors, managers that I'm incompetent, that I can't do my work, that I steal my work and ideas from other people, that I submit incomplete work. Yes, some people, they've been working against you. You know, they waste your time at work, gossiping with you, distracting you, bringing their drama and their negativity to you. And while they've been doing that, your work has been falling to the wayside. Your work ethic has been deteriorating. And so now something is happening this week that this person gets exposed or this person gets removed from your life. And you're going to see how on the work front, all things improve and people really get to see what Leo is all about, the quality of work Leo does. It's not that, you know, that you are incompetent and irresponsible. It's that other people have been sabotaging you, Leos. That's the truth and nothing but the truth. But make more effort at work because people are, setting you up for failure. So look out for yourself. Do your own work. Don't involve other people. Don't let other people know what you're working on. Stay busy. Keep your head down and stay busy, busy, busy. Don't get distracted this week by drama, by people who got nothing better to do than to gossip all day, waste time all day when you got work to do. And you got to pay attention to the details. Your work needs your entire dedication and devotion this week and focus so that you don't send in work that's incomplete or messed up. Because people here are just causing distractions, wanting to cause blockages, delays, and failure, draining you. People are draining your energy at work. And they don't let you finish your work on time because they're sucking up your time and your energy. You don't want to come off rude. But hey, you got work to get done. You can't just sit there all day or stand around all day listening to somebody complain, be negative, gossip, or just idle chit chat, just wasting your time. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because they're probably doing all that, Leos, because they have their work done. But now they're distracting you of getting your work done, getting you off your path and off your focus. Don't, because they'll keep their job and you'll get fired, right? You'll get reprimanded and they won't because their work is all done. They don't got nothing better to do than to waste your time. So don't let other people be a distraction for you. See, there is somebody at work that is causing you problems by compromising your time. Okay? They're compromising your time. And this is a person that may be a boss to you or may be close to the boss. So you don't want to stir the pot or come off in a bad light with them. So even though you have a lot of work to do, you don't want to tell this person to shut up, go away, you got work to do. It feels like you're obligated, or at least you feel obligated to listen to this person, to allow yourself to get distracted by this person because you're afraid of what they'll do if you don't listen to them, if you don't listen to their gossip, their drama, their idle chit chat. But that's what you have to do this week, Leos. You have to cut them off because they're sabotaging you. At work, when you're with them, they're acting like they're your buddy, your friend, they're shooting the shit with you. But behind your back, when it's time for you to turn in your work, they're telling your boss that you're not doing your work, that you're wasting your time talking, doing nothing, that you're not completing your work, that you're forgetful, that you need them to help you out, that you need people to help you do your work, that you're irresponsible, that you're incompetent. But when they're in your face, it's, let's chit chat, let's waste time talking crap, listen to me talking crap. There's an offer that's being extended to you by the same rat this week. There's strings attached to something that they're offering you. So you need to ignore somebody's opinions, ignore somebody's gossip, drama offer this week, because somebody wants you to do something that will benefit them, but it will cause a big loss for you, a distraction for you, getting you off your path. Whatever somebody is doing this week, Leos, is benefiting them, but it is causing you loss. It is causing you delays. It is causing you obstacles. It's making you look bad in your boss's eyes. And with the help of the rat, because you're not only not turning in work late and incomplete because you're wasting time listening to this rat all day. This rat is going back and saying you're not doing your work, spending all day doing nothing, talking and shooting the shit and wasting time. But they don't tell the boss that they're the reason this is happening. They're the reason you're wasting time. They're the reason. They're the ones you're gossiping with. They're the ones you're talking to. They're the ones you're listening to. See, they're not saying that they're the cause of the problems you're having. They're just making it look what they're doing, Leos, is making it look like you're the irresponsible one when it's them being distractions that are getting you sidetracked. That has been your weekly tea, my lion and lionesses. Until we sip tea together again, we wish you a blessed week ahead. And keep your head down. Don't get distracted. And don't think that the person chatting it up with you by the water cooler this week is your friend. They're a rat. They're a saboteur. And they're two-faced, and they're going back and saying you're not doing your work. So cut them off of your energetic supply. Ciao, Leos. Virgos, my practical ones of the Zodiac. What is going on with my Virgos this week ahead? Virgos, welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot Live with your Oracle and Reader the Gemstar. I'm here to spill the weekly tea with my Virgos. So let's shuffle the cards and let's see what messages we have for our Virgos this week ahead. Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, we thank you for supporting the channel, for hitting that like button, commenting, subscribing, being part of our sacred space. We appreciate you guys so very much. Let's, spill the tea. Okay, Virgos. Let's spill the tea for our Virgos this week. Okay, so there is something, Virgos, that you are dissatisfied with in your life, and this is a time to work on that. What is not working out for you? What are you not happy with in your life? What is dissatisfying you in your life? And look for your joy. Look for your happiness. Make some much needed changes in your life. There is someone stubborn during the middle of the week that you'll be dealing with. This person, they'll never change, okay? You're going to be dealing with someone stubborn, someone who is stuck in their ways. So sometimes it's best to agree to disagree, because there's no compromising with this person. There's no changing this person's mind. They see the world the way they see it. They have their own rules and regulations, and they're just stuck in their ways. It's like, this is who I am. There's no changing me. And so you have to find a way to work around it, with it, and not let it affect you, Virgos. This is a week to stay lighthearted and carefree. Don't let them get you down. Don't let your spirits get down. Don't get into a very depressive or heavy negative energy this week. It's important to put a smile on your face, to go to work with a positive attitude and with a smile on your face, or just confront life itself with a smile. You know that saying, fake it till you make it. Even if you're not feeling 100%, still think it, still believe it, and soon you will be feeling it, right? So fake it till you make it. And there are some areas in your life that you're not content and happy with that needs your attention, needs your focus, and you need to start working on and making some changes. But that doesn't mean that you can't have fun while you're doing it, making these changes in your life. There's a need to have fun, approach work and life with a positive attitude, with a light, carefree attitude, and have fun with it. Find ways to make work fun. Make something fun for yourself instead of looking at it as a drag, because that is just going to bring your energy down and you're going to become unmotivated, and that's just going to put you in the blah energy, and you don't want that. But definitely, you're taking a review of your life. You're self-reflecting at this time. You're noticing that there's certain things in your life that are not working anymore, that don't make you happy or are not working for you. And you can work on making changes in your life. Know that. Know that you have the power. Don't be stubborn. Be open to changes, because you may be stubborn and stuck in your ways. And that's why there's so much dissatisfaction in your life. There's a need to stop being stubborn, to stop being stuck in your ways, and to open yourself to making changes. Get out of your comfort zone, step out of your box, do something new, do something different, bring change into your life, make certain changes, because being stubborn, being stuck, being, slow, lethargic, unmotivated, uninspired, this is what's bringing up this cracked cup, all this dissatisfaction. So it's necessary that you yourself not be stubborn and stuck in your ways, that you be flexible, that you be willing to learn new things, that you be willing to try new things, that you be willing to incorporate new things, change in your life. And approach it lighthearted and carefree. Have fun with it. Have fun with making changes in your life. Approach it with a positive mind frame, because you see, it will bring abundance. If you make changes in your life, if you go out there and find out what makes you happy, what brings you satisfaction, what brings inspiration, motivation, energy, change into your life, it will bring you much abundance, Virgos. This is a week where you're focused on your money. You're looking at your inner and outer wealth. There's material increase, or there's changes that need to be made where you're dissatisfied in life to bring material increase, to bring more money into your life, or to move you towards the lifestyle or the life you deserve and want to live. But first, you need to make changes. Take a risk. Take a chance. Take a risk and a chance. This is a week where you're getting together with people, celebrating. I love this message for you right after this energy, Virgos, because I feel that collaboration will work for you, getting ideas from other people, will work for you. Sharing stories with others, listening to others, successes can help you build your own success and give you ideas. I feel like, yeah, you need to get out there, mingle, network, socialize. Um, Feeling stuck, being stubborn, stuck, feeling with this low vibrational energy, this muddled energy, this stuck energy, this energy where there's no change and there's no fun, and life just seems to be dragging and bringing dissatisfaction and a lack of joy and happiness. And so it says, well, go out there, Virgo, go out there and party. Go out to those events and celebrations. Take up those invitations. Hang out with your friends. Go visit family. Go and spend time with those that you grew up with. Go to these celebrations. There's the need to let your hair down, to have fun, enjoy get-togethers, to have your own social life, to have friends, to join a club, to collaborate, to have teamwork, to communicate with others, to share your ideas, to allow others to share with you. Oh, wow, that one just flew out and landed. Look, see? Abundance and high honors. Going back to school. For some of you who are dissatisfied with your life, stubborn, there's no change. Learn something new. Try something new. Go back to school. Achieve something. Give yourself success in business and career. Promote yourself. Promote yourself. Put yourself out there. Turn a hobby into a business. Try a new hobby. Do something different. Do something new. Travel. It's like expand. Expand yourself. You need to expand, to learn, to reach a higher plane, a higher level, to learn something new. You may be even being welcomed into high society at this time. It's like, in order for you, Virgos, to level up, you must be willing to change. You must be willing to accept new ideas, get new perspectives. Spread your wings. Step out of your comfort zone. You don't know what you're capable of if you don't try. What just popped up that Spirit sent me is a message that comes from the movie Bronx Tale. If you haven't seen it, see it. In the movie Bronx Tale, there's a line, and it says, "The saddest thing is wasted talent." You may have talent that you're not developing, that you're not using at this time, or talents unknown to you, undiscovered by you because you're not trying anything new. So watch the Bronx Tale, or just follow that philosophy, or that message. Take it with you. Think about it this week. Nothing sadder than wasted talent. There is so much that you can achieve, and you can bring joy and happiness and satisfaction into your life. But you have to promote yourself. You have to put yourself out there. You have to collaborate with others. You have to share your gifts and ideas with others. And it will make you lots of money and successful. And you will achieve certain things in your life that you never even have taken into consideration. Okay, Virgos, some of you have been engaging in behaviors that don't produce the desired outcome that you want. All it's producing is confusion, a lack of change, dissatisfaction. This is confirmation. You may be your own worst enemy, and that's something to keep an eye on this week ahead. Be grace under pressure. Yes, stepping out of your comfort zone, trying new things, brings a whole new pressure on. But approach it with light heart, carefree, positive attitude. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Stop engaging in behaviors that are not producing the outcome or the life that you want. A lot of you are wasting time doing things that don't make you happy, that you don't even like to do, that are not efficient, that are not producing anything productive in your life. And you need to make those changes starting this week. One thing at a time, one step at a time, Virgos. Even if the first step you take is a baby step. That has been your weekly tea, my beautiful Virgos. Until we sip tea together again, may you have a blessed week ahead. And please, Virgos, try something new. Ciao. Libra, my scales of justice, laying down the law, laying down the justice. Libra, welcome back to Kettle Messages Tarot. Of course, I am your oracle reader, the gem star, here to spill the weekly tea with you guys. Thank you so much, Libras, for supporting the channel, for subscribing, being part of our sacred space, and letting us know how we're doing. So, Libras, let's lay down the law, lay down the justice, sun, moon, rising, Venus, my beautiful Libras. Libra, 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 Libra. This week ahead, oh, Libra, just temporary problems, okay? A temporary bout of depression, a temporary moment, a temporary fallout, a temporary sadness here, temporary confusion, delay. Problems are temporary, okay? The problems you're going through are temporary. So at the beginning of the week, there may be delays, there may be things not working out, there may be things that are confusing or depressing you, but it's only temporary, okay? It's only Monday. Nobody looks forward to Monday, okay? So the beginning of the week, slow and rocky, but hang in there, okay? Hang in there. All right. Oh, for some Libras that are co-parenting, there's a message here for you guys. Some of you may be in a situation where baby mama or baby daddy, with their negativity and the negative things they say around the children, are driving wedges between you and your kids. For some of you, the person you're co-parenting with is not keeping up with either the child support or visits, the children's visiting you, or you being able to see your kids if you're co-parenting, if you're not living together, all right? If you're divorced and separated already and you are co-parenting, there's a message coming out this week for Libras that you're depressed, you're sad because baby mama and baby daddy are acting up. They're fighting you every step of the way, whether it's with the money, whether it's with the visits, whether it's saying negative things around your children so your children can think poorly or badly of you. This is heartbreaking. You don't like this. It shouldn't be happening. This partner is an adult. They should be more responsible and not doing things like this. If, you guys are adults. If you want to tell each other off in each other's face in private, then that's fine. That's between adults. But trying to get a child to attack a parent just because that parent, got divorced, and they're not getting what they want in a relationship, it's not fair to pit children against their mothers, against their fathers, just because a relationship didn't work out. It's not fair. And somebody here is using a child as a tool to manipulate or to make a parent's life a living hell, miserable, depressed, sad. For others of you that are not having this issue, then something that you just started that was in infancy stage, you see that it's more work than you was counting on, or that people are making something difficult for you to get off the ground. Okay, that's a message. If you're not dealing with baby mama, baby daddy drama, something that you're starting, something that you're working on, something that was in its baby stages are being delayed, and people are becoming obstructions and obstacles to you. And so it's best to work on certain things on the down low, Libra. Don't let people know what you're working on this week, because people are trying to get in between you and something you're working on, you and a friend, you and a partner, you and your children. It's other people here who are causing obstruction. Other people here that are getting in between you and what you want. In-laws could be getting in your business. Friends could be getting in your business. Co-workers could be causing problems for you at work and delays. Business partners are causing delays and obstacles. But these problems are only temporary, Libra. Only temporary. I think that you should just protect what you are working on. The fewer people who know your business, the better. All right? That's the message from Spirit with this message here, with this tea. The fewer people that know your business, involved in your business, the better off you are. Okay? The better off you're going to be. You see? Great happiness. Great happiness. We just explained that to you. Great happiness for Libra. But first, you got to get certain people out of your business. Out of your business. Because that's the problem. Too many people in your business. Too many people have an opinion. Too many people think they know what's right. Too many people causing obstacles and obstructions. The less people know about what you're doing, the less people have access to you, the less people that you talk to and let into your business and your life and your situations, the better off you will be. Work incognito. Go incognito this week, Libra. It will benefit you. Receiving gifts. Yes, receiving gifts. You see, Libra, for those of you that are co-parenting or are separated or have just broken up with somebody and this ex is making your life a living hell or trying to, it's because you have moved on from them and you're happier without them. You're doing way better without them. Okay, you're succeeding without them. You're getting opportunities without them. Wishes are coming true now that you remove them out of your life. You have gone through some inner growth ever since you've moved them out of your life. You have removed somebody out of your life, or you are about to, and this is going to bring good luck, good fortune, happiness your way. I'm loving it. Even joy, pay raises, recognition coming your way. And someone you have had misunderstanding or falling out with or a breakup with due to somebody else's interference is coming back this week, wanting to reconcile and seeking forgiveness. All right? So, and I'm talking to my scales of justice, my Libras. that have been separated, broken up with, or have had a misunderstanding and a falling out with a friend, a family member, a lover, a husband, a wife, whoever, due to the busybodying, the interference, okay, of another, then that person, not the person who is the wedge, not the person who caused the problem, but the person that separated themselves from you because they listened to that fool, they listened to that idiot, they listened to that troublemaking, gossiping troublemaker, is the one coming back and saying, you know what, Libra, I'm such a fool. I'm sorry. I am so sorry that I listened to them. I'm so sorry that I allowed them to get in between us. This is a week of kissing and making up, forgiveness and reconciliation with that person. Yes. For some of you, it may be a younger woman in your life, all right? A younger woman or any woman, all right, that is jealous. Jealous because of your marriage, jealous because you're successful, jealous. And so they get in your life, they try to cause drama, they try to cause problems, and you are removing this person from your life. And because you are successfully removing this person, this frenemy from your life, who is just causing you problems due to their jealousy, due to their busybodying, due to them getting into your business and talking when they should be shutting up, and getting into your business when they should just stay out of it, since they want to keep on trying to sabotage you and trying to cause drama and problems for you, you're removing them out of your life this week. And when you do, you're going to see your fortune turn around and get so much better. So much better. Believe me. You're going to come back and leave it in the comment section. I caught them, Gemstar. I removed them, Gemstar. And lo and behold, Spirit came through. And my life and my luck has changed. I'm happier without that person. My friends are coming back to me. Business is getting better. I feel better. I feel happier. I'm out of depression and misery. That's because that was their energy. They were sucking and feeding off of your high energy, your positivity, your success. This is like, people trying to, take your energy, take your success. Yes, you're gonna get even healthier. You're gonna even look better, feel better. I'm loving it because this is an energy vampire, clearly. Energy vampire, hater. They just, energy vampire just sucking the life out of you, eating you alive because they're miserable and they're jealous and they're hateful. Remove them out of your life. You're going to look better. Your health is going to get better. Your health is going to improve. Your money's going to improve. Everything improves for you. Everything. Even the person that they drove away with their gossip and their drama is coming back wanting forgiveness, Libra. Okay? Because you speak the truth, nothing but the truth here. You stick to your truth. And because you stick to your truth and you cut them out, you're going to do so much better. You're going to recognize who has been limiting you, who has been sabotaging you, blocking you. You're going to recognize who and what has been causing an obstacle, delay in your life. And that's why at the beginning it says it's only temporary. The problems that you're going through are only temporary, because once you recognize what's been limiting you, who has been limiting you, who has been causing you problems, what has been causing you obstacles and delays, then you're able to remove it. And once you do, bam, everything gets better, Libra. Everything is going to get better. Accept the things that can't be changed, change the things that can, and recognize the difference. Recognize the difference. In this situation, you have the power to cause change. You have been thinking that you had no power, like it was out of your control. Like, oh my God, I'm just having bad luck. But no, somebody has been causing that bad luck for you because they have been the bad luck. Remove it. You can change this situation by taking action and removing the wedge, removing the person that has been getting in your business, removing the person that has been doing you a disservice, removing the person that is the energy vampire. Grab your stake, grab your holy water, open the coffin, kick them in, stake them, throw the holy water, and shut it and walk away. That has been your weekly tea, my scales of justice. Until we sip tea again, may you have a blessed week ahead. Ciao. Scorpios, my deep, dark, mysterious ones of the Zodiac. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We welcome you back to another live on Kettle Messages Tarot. I'm your Oracle and Reader, the Gem Star, here to spill the weekly tea with my deep, dark, mysterious ones of the Zodiac. All right, let's do it, Scorpios. Let's see what is going on. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Scorpio, Sun, Moon. Ooh, Rising, Venus. Scorpios, what's going on? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Scorpios. Scorpios, come on, Scorpios. You want all the tea. It's like, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Okay. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Scorpios. Oh, money. Money, travel, relocating, trips, vacation. You may be traveling for love, traveling for business this week. Traveling and making things happen, moving and shaking, Scorpios. Money or property through inheritance, winning, windfall, selling, buying. We're loving this energy. Things are moving, things are flowing. There's money coming in through property, inheritance, winnings, and windfalls. You may be discussing inheritance, money, and property this week with a lawyer, with a friend, with a family member, with a loved one this week. But things are moving and shaking, Scorpios, this week. There is romance in the air. You may be traveling to see a love partner this week. Your love partners may be traveling to see you. There may be discussions on going on a romantic getaway, on a vacation together, relocating together, selling and buying a home together, starting a business together. So moving, shaking. We see you speaking with your romantic partners and making future plans. And you are also wheeling, dealing, and making business and negotiations this week. All right, Scorpios. So things are looking good in love. Romance is in the air. You're talking to your romantic partners this week, or you're extending love towards someone this week, or someone is romancing you. Okay, sweeping you off your feet this week. There has been a lot of stress and fear when it comes to money, when it comes to property, when it comes to where this money is going to come from. Discussing inheritances or retirement funds, 401k plans, investments, stocks, gold, silver. But money has been a concern and a worry and a stress for you, Scorpios, lately. And this has been, putting you on the edge, anxiety up, depressions up, worries up, sleepless nights, insomnia, can't sleep, can't eat, can't think, just anxiety, where I'm going to get this money from, stressing me out. How am I going to buy this car? How am I going to buy this house? How am I going to make this move? Relax, relax. Oh my goodness. Spirit says you are stressed. Okay, you are tortured with worry and stress. There's excess demands at this time. You may be having some stage fright with this new thing that you are going to start. or moving to something new or doing something new, maybe freaking you out and stressing you out. It's like if you're, it's not like, it's when you are a performer and you go on stage and you freeze up. Even though you know you can sing, you know you can dance, you know you have talent, you know you can do this, but now you're standing in front of 3 million people and you freeze up and you forget all the words to the song. You forget all the coordination into the dance moves. So there's a need to relax. Take a deep breath. One thing at a time, Scorpio. One thing at a time. Because you are having sleepless nights. You are having nightmares. Some of you are even medicating yourselves, drinking the entire wine bottle, drinking the whole vodka bottle, drinking the whole Hennessy bottle. It's like being hungover, numbing yourselves just to have 1 minute of not thinking about, money, finances, property, work, business, finance. You're focused on some problems, and to you, they're huge, they're serious, they're big. Yes, even if they're huge, serious, and big, you can still deal with them. But you can't deal with them if you're stressed out, if you haven't gotten no sleep, okay? If you're not taking care of yourself. You see, you need rest. You need rest. You need rest. Even if it's a short rest. But you need rest. Confirmation. We're telling you. Spirit is telling you. You need to relax. Get some downtime. Get some sleep. Go see the doctor. Okay? Go see the doctor. You're feeling weak. You're feeling sick. You're feeling broken. You're worried and concerned about money, about retirement, about inheritance, about property, about money, about serious problems. But they're stressing you out to the point oh no. We apologize, Scorpio. There seems to be something up with the connection. What's happening here? Hi, Scorpio. You see? Scorpio stressed out the streaming. Oh my goodness. Wow, Scorpio. Wow, Scorpio. You so stressed out that even our streaming took a break. My. What is going on with this connection? I don't know if you guys are having perfect connection. You can see me perfectly. Thank goodness. Scorpios. Wow. You are so stressed out that you stressed out my streaming live and we lost connection. Even our streaming said You need sleep and you need to take a break, Scorpios. So let's get back to our message. Yes, you need to... Oh, we see you're stressed out. Okay, this is why you're stressing out, Scorpios. Okay, some of you are in the middle of a house move, a job change, people coming in and out of your life. There is a lot of change and movement, and you're having difficulties adjusting to certain changes going on in your lives at this time. Okay, there's certain changes that you're going through at this time that is giving you stage fright, that is giving you sleepless nights. And there's a need to take things one day at a time, one step at a time. Not freak yourselves out. Stop freaking yourselves out. You're causing your own nightmares right now. You're in your heads. You're in your heads all day, all night, pacing back and forth. Stress, 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 Scorpios. Take a breath. Take a breath, please. You're stressing out because certain situations are not clear. Are not clear at this time. And so the unknown is stressing you out. Or making certain changes is stressing you out. So there's a need to relax. Okay, have a spa day, take a nice bath. There's a need to get out of your heads. There's a need to get out of your heads, Scorpios. You're going through major changes at this time, going through major changes. If you're going, having to move, you're packing, and you're relocating, this is stressing you out. If you're changing jobs, this is stressing you out. People coming in and out of your life is a source of stress as well. There's a need to get out of your heads and find some downtime and some me time, Scorpios. That has been your weekly tea on Until We Sip Tea Together Again. May you have a blessed week ahead, Scorpios.